What's up, everybody? This is Brad, and this is the TRT channel, the Twin Rivers Transport channel, and today we're going to go over something a little bit different. So for anybody that follows me, you guys know like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I had a transmission line come loose on my transmission, and I ended up spraying transmission fluid all down the side of I-20. And but I'm saying that to say, while I was kind of researching like what was going on, what I need to do to fix it and all that, I ran across a product, and this product is from ATS Diesel Solutions. Basically, it is called a thermal bypass unit, and all it does is, like, for instance, when I have a 68 RFE transmission, a 2019 Ram, which is the newer body style, 2019 through 2022, so it's the newer Ram. But they have two hoses that go into the side of the transmission. Basically, they're a metal hose with like a 45 on the end. And basically, all it does is circulate your transmission fluid. So you have an in and then you have an out of your transmission that run to the cooler. But in the middle of those lines, there's that little box. So it runs into the box, out of the box to the cooler, out of the cooler into the box, out of the box to your transmission. And it's almost like a thermostat. But what happens is your transmission fluid goes out and goes in. Some of it gets rerouted to go back in. And then the access, if I'm not mistaken, I think they said it's like 33% makes it to the cooler. So in return, not all of your fluid is getting cooled, and which in this case it causes your transmission to run about 170. And I talked to a mechanic, and the mechanic said that Dodge's transmissions run a little warm, 170 degrees. There's been times where I'm under load that it's gotten to over 200 degrees in stop and go traffic. Basically, when you put the bypass unit on, 100% of your transmission fluid goes to the cooler, which in return, you're getting 100% of your transmission fluid in your transmission that has been cooled. And basically, this in return almost increases the longevity of your transmission. They said, the mechanic said that most of the time when these 68 RFEs go out, it's because they've gotten overheated and they burn up. They literally just overheat and melt plastics, you know, mess up sensors and whatever. But anything you can do to increase longevity, you know, is more money in your pocket, less time off the road. And you know, one of the number one reasons Hotshots go out of business is for unexpected major breakdowns. Meaning, 2 weeks ago, a little 3-cent clip came out of my transmission line, sprayed fluid everywhere. If I hadn't been watching my mirrors, that could have been tragic. That little 3-cent clip could have cost me $7,000 to $10,000. And it's little things like that that put hotshot guys out of business. Either they're not prepared for a major breakdown, or too much time off the road puts them in bankruptcy. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to share this little bypass unit with you guys. I did run it for 2 weeks before I put it out on video, and on average my transmission used to stay around 170 degrees. And since I've swapped this unit, my transmission runs about 140 to 150. So I mean, it saved 20 to 30 degrees. On average, it's running about 145, 147. But, I mean, that's huge. The box, the bypass unit itself costed a little over $100. I think it was like $110. And you can go to ATS diesel and just literally look it up. I found one for my other Dodge, my 2018, and they're a little bit cheaper than the newer ones, but I mean, that's huge. To give it a good 25 degrees cooler, my transmission, and it's literally simple. What I did was I jacked my truck up, I got up under there where the module was, and it was one 10 millimeter wrench that took the top nut off, and you take that nut off, and then the two hoses slide out, and then on the bottom I just used a wrench and I undid the two hoses from the bottom. So there's two in the top that plug in, and you put a bracket over it and put a screw in it, and it holds the top two in, and then the bottom two are threaded. And if I'm not mistaken, it might have been a 1-inch wrench, and literally just unscrewed those, got the unit, screwed them back in, and all the excess fluid drained into a transmission pan, and I filled it up with ATF4 and got it back. But very, very simple to do. It took 10 minutes, and I mean, on average, it's been saving me, 25 degrees cooler on my transmission. And in the summertime in Texas and all that, that's huge. But anyways, guys, if you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to it, and leave me some comments. What do you think about this? Do you guys use this? But anyways, guys, you guys be safe out there, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.